Welcome back to part 13 of my William the Bastard game. In the previous part I finished taking over the rest of the south of France. I now have the Kingdom of Aquitaine as well. Just had a son with my wife. He's sickly. Hopefully he lives though. My wife is actually the sister of the emperor. Actually I should say the former emperor now. But she does have that pressed claim on the HRE, so my son will get that when she passes away. And I'm not 100% sure exactly how far I'm going to go with this, but there's at least some potential here for me to try to take over the Empire on my next character, which this character is still pretty young, but we could easily kill him early with... given the fact that he's paranoid, it's going to be quite easy to stress him out. Which leaves me kind of with this weird kind of buffer area between myself and my would-be future Empire title. So I'm going to have to figure out exactly how to go to war with these guys. I don't exactly have the strongest claims in here. Once I become emperor, it might be a little bit easier for me. If I had a vassal or someone who had a claim on the kingdom title, I could then press a kingdom claim, because I don't have an empire title yet. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go about that. We could always join the empire. It would cause us a lot of stress. I'm going to keep that in mind when I'm trying to stress myself out, probably. Although most likely what I'm going to have to do is wait until one of my kids becomes closer to being an adult before I actually give up this character. So my wife's pregnant again. It'll be good to have some type of backup just in case young William here dies. Oh. Mittens? What is this? Minus 10% fertility for 10 years. Okay. I've never seen that event before, actually. You can play an awful lot of this game and still not see all the events. It really seems like there's always random ones that you've never seen before. Looks like someone might be trying to kill me, actually. I don't have a rival. That not feeling well is from the murder plot, though. So my spy master is on disrupt schemes. He has 39 opinion of me. I don't think he's going to betray me, but it's certainly possible. It's not the worst thing, honestly. We have a son and a daughter, so everything will go to my son if something happens, and then we also have the daughter as a backup. Just in case. Not the worst thing. I'm going to try to keep an eye on what's going on in the HRE here. If I am going to take over the Holy Roman Empire, then it would behoove me to keep it together as much as possible. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about this. I'm still trying to figure it out. I can join them, pledge fealty, whatever, and then press a claim internally once I become my son. Or I can just declare a war, maybe ally with like one of the stronger neighbors that they have, Poland, Hungary, something like that. We could even just ally with Lotharingia if we're not going to go to war with them. Looks like they're allied here. Okay, that's their vassal. So like I could go and do this war, I guess. Who do I get to bring in? Scotland and Aragon? Actually, you know what, let's do this. It kind of bothers me that they have this bit of my land here. So let's just find something to do with ourselves here while we're waiting for our kids to grow up. So I'm going to bring Aragon into the war. Scotland, I think, is a little bit busy here, so I'm going to spare him from getting involved. My nephew. So I'll just siege a couple of these down and then see wherever their army is. Try to go and beat them. It's always nice going to war with Lotharingia. You're kind of right next door to their capital. Okay, so we've had another son. Our wife wants to name him William as well. I guess I'll do that. So we have a backup William. Everyone's been William so far this game, so I think I have to keep that up for sure. It'll be William the Fifth coming up whenever one of our sons takes the throne. I'm gonna go fight them before they get this, though. What was that I got? Healing water. It's just less stress gain. Not the best thing. Daydreaming about gold. Ooh. Okay, let's go with that. Looks like Aragon's almost leaving me to fight my own battle here. I came and helped at the last second. So just one more of these, and then we'll go and siege the capital, and that should pretty much be that. It'll annoy me a little bit less when they don't have this little thin piece of land stretching into my kingdom. Alright, William has recovered. Fantastic. And I'll probably just end up playing whichever of them I'm able to get the better traits. Okay, so now that we have Architect, I think I am going to switch out of Stewardship Education. I don't really see the need to get anything else here. I'm just going to head into Learning like I usually do. A lot of different stuff that we can get, but probably Pedagogy first since we're going to be raising our two sons. Where are they now? Okay, they're just sieging up here in Bruges. Apparently she's kind of pissed with me. Who was that? This? Doesn't matter. Usually I go for Athletic here, but in the event that I am actually going to try to stress my character out later, I don't think I actually want it. It's a permanent health boost that you can't get rid of. Apparently we do have a faction. Independence faction. Okay, that's her. My vassal and knight. What if we send you a gift? It's too much because it's greedy, right? Okay, so they did manage to siege that down. And we captured someone. Her son and heir. There we go. Put it on display. Sell it. Okay. We now have enough to make the Empire. However, it feels kind of wrong to make the Empire of Francia when I'm playing as England. Although I guess we are king of all of France. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that. If I had a reason to, if I had someone with a kingdom claim that I could press and keep them as my vassal, then I might be more inclined. But we don't really have that right now, so I think I'm just going to hold off on making the Empire title. It's not completely necessary at this point, I don't think. If I ever need to, then I will. Apparently my character is a little bit paranoid that our wife is sleeping around. Our character is paranoid, so that does kind of make sense that that event would pop up, I guess. So he's going to get 2 kingdoms as things stand. I'm definitely going to probably disinherit one of these sons or take the vows, depending on whatever seems more sensible. Okay, apparently I have a lot of people in prison that need to be freed. Just free you guys. There you go. Our spy master. Okay, wait, what happened to him? Oh, he just died. Pneumonia. Okay. She likes me quite a bit. Apparently this faction is still hanging around. 2 week to send ultimatum. Okay, they just barely don't have enough anymore. I think we can destroy these. And we did get our next one, Trebuchet. Why is that over the limit? There we go. Okay, I'm just going to make a whole bunch of siege weapons anyways. We'll throw them down here. Now the next time we go to war, we'll be able to siege stuff really quick with the new siege weapons available. What are we researching now? Men-at-arms. Not really necessary. Fabricate claim on county faster. More building slots. Heraldry, high partition. Yeah, sure, let's just go for it. Whatever. This guy's actually a really good physician as well. And he's not that old either. Robert. Okay, if we're not naming him William, then we're not playing him. Why do you guys have to die every time I put someone in here? Killed in a storm at sea at 30. Okay. Hopefully this guy lasts a little bit longer at least. Not really trying to replace these every day. War declare sanctioned. No. I guess I could raise the Crown Authority, although that might piss some people off, considering we're pretty close to having a faction pressed against us anyway. I might just wait on that. Who now? My Chancellor. Okay. Next one up. Looks like he's getting kind of old too. Let's have a look for secrets in our court. Just in case. Oh, interesting. So this Kingdom of Burgundy broke up. Do you guys not want to join up? Not her rightful liege, arrogant. So it's pretty close without arrogant. Cultural acceptance -2. Occitan, we speak your language, don't we? We do not. Okay, so let's learn that language. If they join the HRE also, that wouldn't be the worst thing. Oh geez. She got smallpox, and the treatment failed. That's not good. Uh-oh. Princess Isabella might be in trouble here. I gained smallpox. Okay, the treatment succeeded, but we're still near death. Just because of the not feeling well, I think, is what's also adding to that. If I died right now, I would be pretty devastated. We have a ton of renown, so I think I'm just going to, in advance, disinherit these other 2 kids, and if another son pops out, since my wife is pregnant, then I'm going to disinherit him too, just to be safe. I actually wouldn't mind playing this character early. He will have the claim. I'm not sure if he'll get it eventually as I'm playing him, or I have to wait for my mother to die. But she does have the pressed claim on the Empire, so it should work. Eventually. I'll get that claim and then I can press it. We might have a little bit of trouble with factions here. The good thing would be if my character dies. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll just go for it. I can at least take that off. I think that there is a book as well. Yeah, I still have bland food. I keep forgetting to raise it back up. But we have this book, the medium health boost. So now I'm near dead. Now I'm actually probably going to die now that I've done that. Okay, and then we have another daughter. So succession is actually okay at this point. I lost it. Alright, I thought that was actually going to go through. Apparently my daughter didn't die either. Kind of lucky. My sons are a little bit pissed off at me. Why did they get disinherited? They don't even understand. Anyways, we can always re-inherit one and disinherit this one if we end up wanting to switch. But just for now, we'll leave it. Did I do this? Okay, there we go. We'll get a wet... Oh, dear. Actually, no, this is fine. I think I'm just going to keep this. That's a lot of stress. That got us almost 300 stress just from those events. Yeah, I'm actually kind of just like wanting to move on to my character though, just for something to do. I think it'll be more interesting to play as the kid. I'm kind of over this greedy, paranoid guy anyway. We have tons of siblings once we do become the kid to have as backups just in case, so we're not going to have to worry about getting deposed or anything like that. Isabel becomes my lover. That's my wet nurse. Just gonna save myself from doing that, I guess. I guess she just needs to like us more, really. We will learn her language, unless we die randomly, which can happen. I'm in poor health, and I don't have Know Thyself, so I could just die at any moment. Yeah, I think I'll just see how it goes. I'll leave all my health benefits off. So I was going to do this, since we're raising our sons. I think I'll just go straight down to Know Thyself, though, since we're probably not going to be playing this character for too much longer. We did just get rat-free, though, so that's canceling out. We're at least in fine health now. I don't think you're ever just going to randomly die from old age or from stress or from whatever. If you're in fine health, I think it has to show poor first. I could be wrong about that, but I find usually it's not going to kill you if you're in fine health. Okay, so this faction actually did go off. Faction to install this fellow on the throne of Brittany. Becomes independent, gets Kingdom of Brittany. I mean, no, but it wouldn't even be that bad if they did succeed. So who's actually the war leader of this? It's you. Okay, it's interesting. I think I'm just going to go for him then. We can call Scotland. Hopefully he's done with his war. He's not. I'm going to call him anyway, though. If he comes and helps, then it's at least something. Maybe we'll just use our daughter here. See if we can't find a decent alliance. Kingdom of Bohemia. He'll certainly die before then, but we can just set the marriage up to get him to come with his 7,500 troops. Just see how this goes. I'm a little surprised that was so popular, that many people joined that faction. I guess it's mostly because of my character. He's got such little diplomacy. That's probably why people don't like him so much. Also greedy, yeah. Just not a very well-liked king, I guess. Hopefully we can do a little bit better on our son when we take over as him. They control the war target. What are you talking about? What war target is that? That's not really that clear to me. Are they fighting over the Kingdom of Brittany? I mean, not really. I guess I'll just see how it goes. They do have a pretty sizable army, honestly. And now we have another one. What's going on here? This is kind of crazy. Usually if factions go off, it's usually closer to the start of when you take over as your character. That's kind of annoying. I'm sure that I have enough to just white piece it right now. I'll consider doing that. I'll just see how much war score I have after sieging down this guy's capital here. The fact that that's ticking in their favor, like, right from the start of the war is really weird to me, considering, like, what war target do they control? Like, I took his capital, I took his capital, I took this capital. What war target? Let's go see if we can win the battle. Maybe that'll give us enough there. Yeah, like, it's 17% in their favor, that's crazy. Assuming I'm going to win this. It's actually kind of close. Still only 74%. Yeah, like this should be over almost 94%, I guess I would have without it. I guess I'll just white piece it. There's no need, I guess. Oh, wow. That apparently caused stress. Let them all burn. Diplomacy -4. It's actually not even that punishing. Lashing out at victims. Prestige and general opinion. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold off on pardoning them. If I can do it as my son, I think that they'll like my son more. Not exactly sure how that works. Okay. So how's this going here? Still feeling fine, apparently. Not that stressed. We can stress ourselves out by joining the HRE. We can stress ourselves out by just giving gold away, I guess. Who here? Yeah, let's just send you a gift. I'm just going to try to stay high stress. I'm not going to die imminently because I have these rat free and rat hunting cat. I think that they're both pretty powerful. Medium boost and huge boost until 74. And this one, I think, actually just lasts until the cat dies. But either way, I think it's going to work out. The timing should be pretty good. We'll be able to take over as our son pretty close to whenever he becomes an adult. It seems like the timing's going to be about right. These health benefits will go away, and then we'll be able to switch our character. Oh. Just got some glasses. I am going to take restraint, though. And now we have learned that Southern French language. Did that make a difference? Apparently still no one wants to become our vassal. -41. She doesn't really like us, though. This is only going to give 12 opinion. So there's no way that's going to make up the difference right there. Yeah, I think I'll just wait. If my character had like 20 diplomacy instead of 0, then I would have a lot better chance of turning these into my vassals already. But it's probably just not going to happen on this character. I'm going to have to wait until I become my son. So we'll try to focus on getting him some good traits. That's going to be the move here. There's nothing really that I can teach him that I want. I don't want him to have any of these. Whenever you're raising your kids, too, it seems like you're more likely to pass on traits that you have, which I hope doesn't happen. We'll see, though. So the Kaiser in here. Still going strong. The Salian dynasty, actually. She's still got a couple wars. She's not very powerful, to be honest. These neighbors are actually mostly stronger than her. I haven't actually checked what they are. Defending. Looks like they're actually going to win it. It's kind of funny that a little duke is declaring war on the HRE, though. Guess I could make a holy order. There goes our alliance to the Kingdom of Bohemia. We were just using that temporarily for that war, though. Not really such a big deal. Stress level 2. Yeah, all these stress drop mechanics that we got very early in our life are kind of helping out whenever we need to lose stress. These events have been dropping stress quite frequently. I think I'm going to try to just maintain high stress here. We should be getting a pick on William soon at 9. Who has your husband in jail? It's actually a queen here as well. A queen and an empress. Sure, we'll take that. Oh, geez. We might just die from stress. Okay, there's Know Thyself, and we're about to unlock another one, so I will grab Pedagogy as well. But good to have Know Thyself here at least. Stress level 3. Yeah, whenever I lose these benefits, my character is probably going to die pretty quickly, I think. Not sure how my cat hunting rats, I mean, you know, like rats carry the plague, whatever, stuff like that, but still, a huge boost to health from being rat-free. Isn't rat-free the default? I don't know. Could always just give more gold away. Okay, so here's young Prince William, forgiving, wrathful, or fickle. I'm not going to take fickle. Wrathful is good, I like it, but generally I would rather play with forgiving. Given that we're trying to make a character that people are going to like, getting him more diplomacy is a good thing, and getting him the virtuous trait is going to make other Catholics like us more, so pretty easy choice for me there. Mostly we're interested in kind of like taking over this area here, since that's going to at least make us border with the HRE, which, like, technically we are bordering right now, but I would like to have a little bit more of a border. And then hopefully press our claim, our son's claim against the Empire, take that over, and then, with any luck, one of our vassals, oh, they just got bigger, will have a claim on the Kingdom of Lotharingia, and then we'll push that, and then that will be the last war, and then we'll be able to, like, unify all this land here together. That's kind of the plan. Not really a big deal that Lotharingia took that. If things go to plan, we should be able to take it all over anyway. Not sure why this pops up if he's not willing to do it. Anyways, I am going to continue this on in the next part. Thank you for watching this. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.